Following their 0-0 draw with Nottingham Forest at the weekend, Mikel Arteta his side heads to face Inter Milan in the Champions League tomorrow evening. Arteta's side training before they fly out to Italy, and our reporter James Cole is watching for us.
Yeah, Arsenal missed a chance to go 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League on Saturday, but that has a different complexion now, doesn't it, with Manchester City and Aston Villa both losing. There's no time, though, for Arsenal to dwell on that because their schedule at the moment is really hectic. It's pretty much 2 games a week, and attention quickly turns now to the Champions League. They're training here at London Colney before flying to Milan to face Inter at the San Siro. The injury situation here right now is positive. Mikel Arteta's squad is almost full strength for the Italian trip. The biggest loss at the moment is left-back Riccardo Calafiori. He suffered a muscle injury in the warm-up before Brighton and hasn't featured for Arsenal since the win over Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. That was back in December. He's still not out there training, so this Champions League game comes too soon for him. Arsenal also missing another defender in Piero Hincapié. He's not out there either. He's got a groin injury. He limped off in the draw against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago, and he's missed the last 3 matches. It was thought he could return for United next Saturday, but he's not out there at the moment, so we'll have to wait for an update from Mikel Arteta later. The other slight concern was Bukayo Saka. He didn't start against Forest on the weekend. He came on in the 57th minute. But after the game, Mikel Arteta said that was just because of a niggle, and the signs are that that was purely precautionary. Arsenal are 7 points clear at the top of the Premier League. They're also 3 points clear at the top of the Champions League. 6 wins out of 6 for them, but they're experiencing somewhat of an attacking lull right now. Not firing in all cylinders, it's fair to say, in the final third. The goalless draw at Forest on Saturday, their second consecutive 0-0 in the league, and it's reflected by their attacking players' goal and assist stats. Victor Gyökeres, 1 goal, a penalty, and no assists in his last 10 Premier League games. Gabriel Jesus, 1 goal and no assists in his last 8 Premier League games. Madueke, no goals or assists in his last 24 Premier League games. Gabriel Martinelli, 1 goal and no assists in his last 19 Premier League games. Bukayo Saka, no goals and 2 assists in his last 8 Premier League games. And Leandro Trossard, 1 goal and 1 assist from his last 7 Premier League games. So those stats show you they are not firing on all cylinders. Maybe they can find some fluidity tomorrow night at the San Siro. Does Arteta consider rotating tomorrow night? Prioritise perhaps the United game next Saturday in the Premier League? Unlikely, I think, that he'll make wholesale changes, but Saka, Trossard and Mosquera were all on the bench at Forest, so they could return to the starting lineup, and potentially we could see Kai Havertz too. He could get some minutes as he returns from his long-term knee injury. Could Havertz perhaps be the man to get the Gunners firing again? We'll see tomorrow night. So that's the picture here at London Colney. Arsenal training before they fly to Milan this afternoon. Mikel Arteta will hold his pre-match press conference this evening, where Dama Sheth will be there for us, and Gabriel Jesus will also be facing the media. Perhaps he is in line to start tomorrow night.